We live. Let me make sure it's working. Hold up. Computer is acting crazy slow. All right, let's see. Just make sure the mic is cool. I think we're good. Hold up a second. Let me double check just to make sure. Testing, testing, testing. 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 All right, all right, all right. Think we good. I think we good. I think we good. I think we good. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Whew, free agency. Free agency. All right, bet. Let's get it. Let's get it. My guy Richard, welcome back. Hey, my guy Richard showing up for the live streams, man. What's going on, brother? I'm chilling, bro. We talking about free agency, man. Free agency just got started about an hour ago. Kevin Durant requested a trade earlier today, so it's getting a little wild out in the NBA world. And let me share this out so people can see it. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna try and go live at least once a week during the off season. That's my goal. I want to go live at least one time a week. While you're here, I see we got two people in chat. Leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot. My guy Tay, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Welcome back. You was in the last live stream for a minute too. I appreciate you. Let me make sure I share this out so people know I'm live. Just saw potential KD to Boston BR. That would be crazy. I was kind of joking about it earlier, but I don't see a world that happens unless the Celtics are willing to give up JB. Um, what kind of package do you think? Oof, probably centered around Jalen Brown and probably throw in like Aaron Neesmith or Peyton Pritchard and hella draft picks, probably like 3, 4 first round picks. Because it's Kevin Durant. He has 4 years left on his deal. He's still in his prime, so that's a big time player. They're going to be asking for a lot back in return. Yeah, I mean, I think KD makes the Celtics better though. If you have to give up JB, it's tough. It's tough as a fan to like be willing to give up Jalen Brown, but the potential of getting KD in return, if you don't have to gut the rest of your roster, I don't think it's that bad of a fit or bad of a deal. Nah, Malik, you early, bro. I just got started a few minutes ago, and the first 2 minutes was me making sure my mic was working and everything's cool. So now you just on time, Brody. You just on time. Pistons Dynasty. Hey, I can't wait to make my Pistons video this all season, bro. Because I've been a big fan of Detroit, like what they've been doing their rebuild, and now I'm just even more of a fan of what they're doing, especially if Kyrie is in there as a package deal. Yeah, that's funny how they still want to play together. Um, even though like they didn't even it's weird. I don't know how many teams would be able to bring both of those in though. So I don't think it's really that realistic. My guy Blitz, I appreciate you, bro. You've been showing a lot of love since you subscribed, bro. I really do appreciate it. Oh shit. Cade started, bro. Cade's that guy. I mess with Cade a lot. I mess with Cade a lot, bro. What about Dwayne Dedman's 9 million a year deal? Was it 9 million or was it like 2 years, 9 million? Um, I think Dwayne Dedman is very solid for them, like very solid. If you could have upgraded, it's cool, but he's probably one of the better backup bigs in the league. So I think that pickup or retention for Miami. But losing PJ Tucker, that's tough. That is very tough, bro. Losing PJ Tucker is tough. Is that the GOAT Jamil Cosby? Hey y'all, throw a W in the chat for Mills, man. Throw a W in the chat for Mills. Mills is that guy. Mills is the GOAT. Mills is the GOAT. If you don't have a star to build around, the offense just gotta come make. Yeah, facts. It's definitely a star driven league. I think the fall of the Nets though is gonna put an end to like super teams. I hope it does. Because the Nets had so much star power. Had so much star power. And now you look like a year later, they're probably losing KD and Kyrie alongside James Harden being gone. It's tough. It's tough. But yeah, I did this on Facebook earlier. Um, who do y'all think KD's gonna go to? Like realistically, if y'all had to pick one team, where is KD going? Someone just told me straight up book for KD. Yeah, the Nets. Apparently, the Nets said um, they will only take book in return if it's a Kevin Durant trade, which is tough. Mills said Miami. Mills, if you could like just put together like a hypothetical trade package in your head right now, what would that look like? Miami's realistic. I just think it's like their assets just don't seem that appealing to me unless like you're throwing Bam in there too. Realistically, bro, Malik, in my mind, I can put together a great trade package for the Portland Trailblazers to go get KD. Like it makes sense. The money would make sense. The value would make sense, and the fit would make sense. Like KD and Dame just sounds fun together. KD and Dame just sounds fun together. Yeah, KD and Jimmy, that would be an interesting wing duo. Because they're kind of like polar opposites, but they're both big time performers in the playoffs too. So besides KD this past postseason, but other than that, KD's that guy in the playoffs. I can see a Heat move. It just makes sense. Yeah, I could see Miami for sure. I just deal like centered around Tyler Hero. This doesn't make sense. And if you give up Bam, then you're really like lacking at the center position, like big time, big time. But yeah, Portland's been on my mind ever since I saw Dame post that Photoshop picture, bro. Like they could throw Anthony Simons, who just got paid. He got 100 million. Shout out to my guy. I mess with Ant Simons a lot. They could throw him in the deal, who I think has all star potential, especially if he moves to the Eastern Conference. You can throw in their first round pick, Shaden Sharp. You could probably throw in just like some salary fillers too if you need it, and then some picks. Like throw some picks in there. I think they got some picks from some of the trades they made during the deadline this season. So, they could throw some real good value in there for KD, which would make sense for the Nets because I think if the Nets really wanted to, they could still be a solid team. If Ben Simmons can come back and be anywhere near what Ben Simmons used to be like in 2020, I think like they would have a very fun young team. I saw Zach Levine in the thumbnail. I was alarmed. He's not leaving Chicago, is he? He hasn't re-signed yet. At least I don't think he has. But everything I've heard reported, like he'll probably be back. The Bulls front office have said they're gonna do whatever it takes to bring Levine back. Finish out the question. Yeah, Portland definitely got picks, bro. They definitely have picks. At least for the future, they do. I'm pretty sure they got at least one in return from the Pelicans. I'm pretty sure they did. So they got assets, Brand. They have assets. Is a core of Jeremy Grant, Damian Lillard, and KD a championship team? I don't know. I think it'll be fun though. I think they'll have a chance, depending on what the rest of the roster looks like though. Yeah, and he's probably seeing like how Bradley Beal just got 250 million, and he's like, "Yeah, I need every penny I can get because Zach Levine's better than Bradley Beal, much better than Bradley Beal." But shout out to Brad though. If he just want to get his bag, I'm not mad at him. I just hate how he be coming out and saying, I want to play for a winning team. I want to be a champion. Blah blah blah. And then 10 minutes into free agency, he resigns. You know, but hey, 250. If you can get your bag, go get. Because got to book got an extension. A lot of $200 million being thrown out already. Um, yeah, I saw the Lakers lost Malik Monk, which is funny because he said the other day that he would love to come back to LA even if he takes a $5 million pay cut. And I really think he said that, or his agent told him to say that, so teams would offer him just a little more money. Like it's all just a little chess game for these players. Like they'll say things like, "Yeah, this and this," but at the end of the day, they're trying to get their bag. Clippers the top team. If healthy, I really do like the Clippers a lot. I'm on record as saying if last season, the 2021 season, if Kawhi didn't get hurt, I think they would have been the champions. I think they would have won it all that year. Mills said he'll be right back. He finding so far. They ain't even posted stream. Um, I'm gonna pull up the list of signings in just a second, man. I gotta share my stream out. Gotta share the stream. We've seen that 7 views though so far. Know what, Malik? Know what? Were you saying something different than what I was talking about? All right, just shared, bro. I was saying I do not see the Clippers being the top team. Ooh. Oh, I didn't even see what my guy said. Top teams to watch from both conferences for me next season: Clippers and Pistons. Ooh, well, yeah. Why aren't you a believer in the Clippers, man? Eugene Kawhi scamming the owner. Oh man, if they're healthy, man, I like the Clippers a lot, bro. I really like the Clippers. We was just talking about the Pistons, I think, before you got in the chat, bro. Big fan of Detroit. Like a big fan of Detroit. Like I think they can push for the play-in this year. I think they can, and that's without even seeing to their all-season moves. I think they can push for the play-in. KD to the Bulls. Yeah, for for Kobe White, Patrick Williams, and Vucevic, maybe. I don't even know how the Bulls would even throw an offer at Kevin Durant or at the Nets. I don't even know how that's possible. Really don't. If Kawhi brings a title to the Clippers franchise, then he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame before LeBron and Steph. I don't know about before LeBron and Steph, bro. Braun is like arguably the best player ever. And Steph is making the case to be the best point guard ever. Big fan of Kawhi though. I was thinking about like just Kawhi in general earlier today. Like, if he's just was more healthy, he could really just easily be one of the greats, like without question. But he misses so much time. Like he's gonna be one of the most polarizing players when he ends up retiring. Some people are gonna be like, yeah, he was amazing, and some people are gonna be like, well, he didn't play that much. He missed a lot of games, and it's a valid point. Definitely is. I think the Celtics can throw a better offer, bro. I was thinking like Peyton Pritchard, Aaron Neesmith. I'll throw in Grant Williams too, who's like the best player of all time, and like a couple picks. I'm gonna be the one to say he didn't play that much. Yo, so is Westbrook better than Kawhi all time, Malik? The shit for the lab, yeah, that was legendary for sure. And the shot against the Sixers is like really like a staple. That is a staple. Kawhi both of the teams from Cleveland for 3P. I mean, yeah, that elevates. I'm not a legacy guy, but that does elevate his legacy. But I don't think it's like vaults him over them. If that's the case, then we could have said like Kyrie's better than Steph Curry after the 2016 finals because he outplayed Steph. Russ, any superstar. Hey, the Russ revenge tour is gonna be fun. The Russ revenge tour is gonna be fun. Just kidding. I don't even know if it's gonna happen, man. Russ is washed. He's not the same. I think it's probably gonna happen with the Lakers. Unless like LeBron requests a trade too. As long as LeBron's on that team, that fish is probably not gonna work. We got 6 likes off rip. Shout out to y'all. After the Wizard season wash, he was buns. Hey, I did not expect this to become a Russell Westbrook debate. Yeah, but Russ is the type of player just where he cannot really affect the game off the ball. Like he can't affect the game off the ball. Like we know that. That's why it was always a funny fit, and it's not a surprise that it didn't work out. Definitely not a surprise it did not work out. He was pretty good with the Wizards, man. He was. He was an All NBA good, and I'll stand on that. But he was pretty good. So Jalen Brunson got offered 5 years, $106 million, which actually isn't that much money. I thought he was going to get offered a lot more. And the Knicks are talking about offering him 110 million. That's all. Yeah, that was going to have to make a decision because the 5 year deal is like 21-ish million a year, like a little over 21 million. The Knicks offers like 25 million. Like they're offering a lot of money at Jalen Brunson. Anyone who watches basketball and who that trade was bad news. Yeah, I believed in LeBron so much, and I believed in Anthony Davis being an MVP candidate so much that I didn't think the fit was gonna matter that much. But I was very wrong. LeBron did his thing, but AD just can't stay healthy. What else has he done? He was good for half the season. Yeah, but that half of the season with the Wizards, Russ was really good. Like, he was going off like 35-point triple doubles, and it was winning games. He said if he don't go to the Knicks, he's clueless. Knicks looking awful right now. Yeah, I'm kind of torn. I like him as Luka's secondary ball handler, but I mean, if he feels like he can spread his wings more and have a bigger role, then go ahead, go to the Knicks. His dad's an assistant coach with the team now, and if he can hoop in New York and help them be a playoff team, he will be beloved for a long time. Knicks revenge tour about to be crazy. Yeah, they just signed Isaiah Hartenstein. Troy Brown to the Lakers. Troy Brown is kind of not that good. He's yeah, he's not. Maybe playing with Braun can get the best out of him. I'm Jalen. I'm not going. I think it depends on what he values. If he wants to have a chance to, make some deep playoff runs, then go back to Dallas. But if he wants his money and a bigger role, go ahead, go to the Knicks. Day to day, Davis is a scrub. Yeah, I don't mess with AD anymore, bro. I do not fuck with AD at all, bro. He's done pissed me off too many fucking times. My guy Tyson was good. Appreciate you tuning in. Knicks have been rebuilding for how long now? Basically my entire life. The Knicks have been bad. They had a few good years last year. A couple years with Melo, they were okay. They were playoff teams. They had the 1 year where they won 54 games. But other than that, the Knicks have been ass for years. Harden in talks with Philly. Yeah, apparently he's willing to take less money so they can do more in free agency, which they already signed PJ Tucker. They traded for DeAnthony Melton during the draft. So Sixers are having a pretty good offseason. Let's see if they can trade Tobias Harris. I think that's the writing on the wall is like Tobias Harris might be on the way out with the PJ Tucker move. But maybe they can't find a suitor and they keep him. Yeah, the Knicks haven't had a competent point guard in a long time. Like the Derrick Rose year, Rose individually was good, but they were bad. Yeah, like the last time a point guard played really well for them was like Raymond Felton. And that was like a decade ago for real. Free agency been kind of ed so far. Hey, that's not what we put in the title though, man. We clickbait. We're trying to clickbait people. Bro, you can be top 5 player in the league, but someone pokes you out for 5 months. Yeah, AD's crazy, man. I know sometimes you can't control injuries, but the amount he be talking just really pisses me off too. People can, bruh, yeah. I think Russ was scapegoated a little more than he should have been. He wasn't great. He wasn't really good last season, but he got most of the blame. Him and Frank Vogel got too much blame. AD and Rob Pelinka did not get enough. Oh, Mo Bamba's going back to the Magic. That actually is a surprise. Brought on IG Live with a bruised ankle. Nah, the Lakers were funny to watch for like the first like 2 months of the season. Then I got tired of watching them. Yeah, I was thinking starting point guards because I mean D Rose's first time with the Knicks, they were bad. Like he was putting up good numbers, but they were bad. So I didn't even really count that. And then this second stint, he was like the backup. So I was just thinking starters. D Rose had a good little run in New York though, last couple years. Yeah, yeah, I thought Mo Bamba was gonna go elsewhere. I thought the team might have thrown him a little bit to the Knicks. He might be like 30 next year. Patty Mills might average 30. Yeah, but they was looking to trade him during the deadline. They didn't trade him. So this surprised me. I mess with Lou Dort a lot. But $88 million, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. That's a lot of bread, bro. $88 million over 4 years. That's so much money. I hope they trade Derrick Rose. I do. He should come to Boston. I would love him with the Celtics. I would love Derrick Rose in Boston. Tyus Jones re-signing was kind of not disappointing, but I thought he was definitely about to go somewhere and be a starter. But he's definitely great in that backup role. If you just joined the stream, drop a like. Drop a like, please. Let's get the 10 likes. Let's get the 10 likes, man. You about coming back to see something crazy. Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin definitely had the best like 10-game run in Knicks history. It's crazy that Mike Breen, who's been announcing in the NBA for like probably 30 years or so, he said the best moments of his announcing career was calling those Jeremy Lin games. So that's high praise. The Nets need to hang up. Yeah, I agree. I think when you trade somebody like Kevin Durant, which we've never seen somebody of Kevin Durant's caliber on the trade market, like still at an MVP type level on the trade, like I don't think we've really ever seen this. So like it's hard to ask like, yeah, we need another all NBA player in return. It's just unrealistic. That's why I like the Portland idea. Get some young assets. Keep Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons is only like 25 years old. Keep Ben Simmons and see just how good you can be. Like fire Steve Nash's ass, get him out of there, and see how good you can be. He said I will be a Boston fan. Hey Mills, bro, like I got text on my phone, like you was damn near a Celtics fan in the playoffs for real. Damn near. He did ISO Kobe. And he gave the Lakers 38. He gave the Lakers 38, bro. Appreciate you, Tyson, my guy. What do you think happens with Aiden? Um, I think he goes to the Pacers. I think he goes to the Pacers. Or maybe now the Pistons will still throw a bag at him since Miles Bridges is in jail. Miles Bridges is crazy. Yeah, get Steve Nash's, get him out of there, bro. Am I the only one who thinks Katie and Kyrie will both be playing for the Nets next season? Um, I don't think it's unrealistic, but if somebody of KD's caliber says, "Get me out of here," they'll probably get him out of there. And apparently, the front office is working with his team to get him to a new destination. Yeah, Aiden does need to get out of Phoenix, bro. I think he's It sounds funny, but I feel like they're holding him back. Even though him and Chris Paul have been a good connection, but I feel like he needs to go somewhere else, spread his wings a little bit. If KD end up in Phoenix, Nash gonna be the oh man, yeah, he'll probably be a better mayor than a head coach. Definitely be a better mayor than a head coach, bro. Kobe wanted out of LA once upon a time. Yeah, he did, and then I guess he trusted him one more time, man. Helped him out. Yeah, Miles Bridges, man. He, I don't condone that shit at all. But you at least got to be smart enough to wait until you get your money. Like you got to at least be that smart. Like you can't be that stupid. Can't be that stupid, bro. Like, yeah, he'll be lucky to get a $5 million contract now, bro. To be honest, if the accusations are true, but of course, yeah, like they don't use Aiden right at all. They don't let him cook against teams when they go small, and that's why they got their ass beat. But sometimes it's him too. Sometimes he's just not as aggressive. When that came up, I forgot, bro. That team is insane. Um, I saw Lamelo. He was on somebody's TikTok. He looks like he's getting into like the rapper phase of his life. Even if he's not dropping music, he just looks like he's a rapper. Terry Rozier, you can't tell me he's not gangbanging or something, or at least affiliated. And then Trez was caught with like 3 pounds of weed. And then Miles Bridges, a couple of times this offseason, just fooling. The one where he had the lean and the, I don't know if it was a blunt, but he definitely he had something rolled up. He had something rolled up, and then yeah, the domestic violence. I think domestic violence. It was a felon. Yeah, tripping, tripping. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson must have knew something that we did not know, bro. He must have knew something that we did not know because that was so random that he backed out, bruh. Bro, Terry is he's definitely affiliated, bro. I don't think he posts on IG anymore, but when he was, I'm like, yeah, bro he's from the hood for real. He even went to like a military academy in high school. You can't take the hood out of a brother, man. You can't take the hood out of him. We somehow started rapping and said, yeah, it's time to go. Nah, that Hornets 30 for 30 will be crazy. Because this is all from like a 6 month stretch. Not even 6 months. A lot of this has happened within like the last month, maybe month. Boy, somehow started rapping. Jordan could sell them to Vegas or Seattle. Yeah, it sucks because Charlotte's actually a pretty decent city. For like a smaller city, it's pretty nice. For someone who be rapping about getting his money, Bridges is an all-time bag seller. Nah, this might go down as like the biggest bag fumble in history. And we just had Dennis Schroeder last year pass up 84 million. Bro went from turning down 60 million to potentially over 100 million to who knows what this guy's gonna get. Who knows if he'll be playing basketball at the beginning of next season? Yeah, Jordan pissed. They messing up his parlays, bro. Nah, this is definitely worse than what this did. This just on himself, which I respect. Even though if I'm Dennis Schroeder, I'm taking $84 million, but he betted on himself. I can't hate that. Miles betted on himself and he started acting a fool. We seen some big time like sell jobs when it comes to getting your money. This might be the worst, man. Jordan might as well suit up. Hey, how Jordan's like he's not 60 yet. He might still got something in his bag. He's definitely giving up like 30 points to any good player in the league though, but he might be able to score like 15. Bro, posting it to your public story, where you have Miles Bridges probably has 1 million followers now. Probably have 1 million followers, and then on top of that, have the nerve to like lie and say, "Nah, that's pink lemonade." Like, no, it's not. Also seen players scam. True, true. I mean, we just saw John Wall get paid 40 plus million for not doing anything last year on the court. Maybe he was being a good vet. Nah, I'm just if John Wall is your vet, that's bad business, man. Shout out to John Wall though. Yeah, we seen Russ is kind of right now. If we be honest, Russ is kind of scamming right now. Yeah, the Pistons also got finesse. I'm glad they're doing good now, but they paid Drummond a lot of money. They paid Blake Griffin a lot of money, and they completed buyouts. No, they were able to trade Drummond, but with Blake Griffin, it was a buyout, and that was a big, big, big ass contract. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. If he would have sat on the bench again this year, bro. John Wall signed his when John Wall signed his deal, he was like a top 5 point guard in the league. He just got severely hurt like twice. I think he tore his ACL and Achilles, or he hurt, or he had like a bone spur which kept him on his ankle, and then he tore his Achilles in the shower. Something crazy like that. Yeah, but hey, Russ is smart for opting in. I would do the same thing. You tell me I'm gonna pass up $47 million? I don't care if I'm playing for the Lakers or not. I'm opting. I don't care who I'm playing for. 2017, John Wall was a top 5 point guard in the league. 2017, he was a top 5 point guard. He was definitely a top 5 point guard. It was arguable who was better between him and Kyrie at the time. Yeah, and Simons, that's my boy. Um, Definitely wanted to see him in his own situation though, because I feel like him and Dame together is just going to be Dame and CJ 2.0. But great young player, man. I think he's special. I think he's really special. John Wall was definitely top 5 though. Better than John Wall. Because I can't. I'm classifying James Harden as a shooting guard at the time. So it would be like Russ, Steph, maybe Kyrie was better. That was even iffy. I would have John Wall. I can't really think of anybody else at that time that was better. I mean, even Chris Paul at the time. Chris Paul was looking like he was not taking a step back. He was probably top 5. Yeah, he was probably top 5. Taking gang sign Wall over anybody. Got to be a top 5 player in NBA history. Kind of surprised Levine hasn't made a decision yet. Hey, they probably had an offer on the table, and then they saw what Bradley Beal got, and they're like, give us a little more. I don't know if he's eligible for 250 though, but I think he's eligible for 212, maybe. That's valid. I would still say John Wall was better than IT. I just think IT had a better year, which is definitely possible. 2017 IT was crazy. That was a fun season. That was a very fun season as a Celtics fan. That's That's crazy because like I can't really think of many point guards outside of those 5 or 6 adding in Chris Paul from that time. Like there's not really a lot of like great. There were some good guys like Jeff Teague was good. Eric Bledsoe at the time was good. Goran Dragic was good, but there weren't like great. I mean, Kyle Lowry was good, but there weren't like any more elite. Like now you look at the point guard position, like you look at the top 5, 6, 7 guys, a bunch of elite talents right there. Man, I miss Prime Isaiah Thomas was crazy, man. That year was so special, very special. He was doing his thing. Free agency had quiet, like first 10, 15 minutes, a bunch of moves came out, and then the last like hour or so has been kind of quiet. Bulls to the finals. Oh, the Lakers signed Lonnie Walker. Okay, that's decent. Basically, another Malik Monk type deal, like mid-level exception. Another young dude trying to prove himself. That's fine. That's okay. The Bulls need to trade for Rudy, man. Y'all need to trade for Rudy, bro. It's funny because he said he'll take less money, and then the Kings throw him whatever they throw him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm out. I'm out." I like that for the Kings though, man. They need some shooting. He gets to play with his college teammate De'Aaron Fox. Those they were lethal together when they was at Kentucky. I like it. I like it. Yes, I like it though. Get your value up. I don't even think he made that much more money. Like I think it was like maybe 9.5 million a year. I also don't understand Chris Boucher getting $35 million over 3 years. Tate tweeted, "Love you, Houston." I didn't see that. Also, don't have Jay Sean Tate's tweet notifications on. Bobby Portis also got a bag, and I like to see that because he was making less than 5 million last year, which was insane, insane. Because so yeah, Brad Beal got an extension. Anthony Simons got his deal. Bobby Portis, Daniel House, which was kind of I don't have any memories of Daniel House playing since the bubble. JTA to the Lakers, y'all will be fine. He probably won't even be in the rotation. Actually, he might. I didn't realize how deep the Warriors actually were this year. Because JTA were probably playing a lot of teams, to be honest, and he was getting no minutes. Oh, they gave him a three. Hey, Jay Sean Tate had a crazy journey to the NBA. Damian Jones also went to the Lakers. Okay. He was just there a couple years ago. Tate had a very like crazy because I think he was at Ohio State like half a decade, bro. He was at Ohio State a minute ago, and he made his debut. I think he was a rookie last year. I think last year was his rookie year. Now he got a 3 year deal, man. Shout out to him. He was playing overseas for a while. Portis took a team friendly deal last year, but got paid this year. Yeah, it took a team friendly deal. I wish they would have just re-signed PJ Tucker. I don't know why they didn't give him his money. Um, that's that small market stuff coming into play. Like, just the owners are not trying to hit that luxury tax too much. Great hustle player, man. 6'4", power forward center. Ooh, JaVale. Maybe DA is going back now. DA might be going back. Because my thinking was the Suns would be cool with losing him because they have JaVale, or they would have probably tried to retain JaVale. But nah, DA is probably going back now. Are the Timberwolves sleepers on KD? Um, do they? I don't know if they would have the assets that Brooklyn would probably want. And I'm not saying that in the sense of like another star player. It's just like they're young talent. You're not trading Anthony Edwards. I don't think they would trade Cat. And outside of that, it's like you got, V8, McDaniel, Jalen Noel, like you don't really have a ton of young talent. Maybe the young players you drafted this year. If they got KD though, without having to give up Ant or Cat, I like it. Offensively, I like it a lot. They'll probably be a top four seed just off of that talent alone. I would say they're top four. Yeah, I would have won Ant too. I mean, this is Kevin Durant. I think people are getting it misconstrued. Like KD had a bad playoff series, but it's still Kevin Durant. He's still really good, even though he's getting up there in age. He's still really good. KD and Pat Pat together. Yeah, that'd be fun. I couldn't picture KD in the Timberwolves jersey though. Even if you show me a Photoshop, I don't even know if I could believe it. D'Lo back in, yeah. I wish D'Lo never had to leave Brooklyn because since then he's been not bad. He just hasn't been as good. Best scorer ever. He's up there. He's top three. My top three in order would probably be him, Jordan, Kobe. Yeah, D'Lo, he was good into the playoffs this year. I'll say that. I like how he improved defensively, man. I like how he improved defensively. Yeah, that 18-19 Nets team was so fun. Very fun team. Him, Karras, Dinwiddie. I think Jared Allen was either a rookie or second year guy. They were fun. Jared Dudley, great team. Not a great team, but like one of those great mediocre teams. Yeah. Um, that's why I said Indy because they could go sign a trade. They want to get rid of Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner would be a pretty cool fit. Give the Suns maybe a little more of what they need. And we'll see what they'll be able to do with maybe any extra cap space that they have. Maybe you could also get like Brogdon or I don't know. Maybe you could get Brogdon back too. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a possibility. Brogdon would help. He would help the Suns out a lot. I think Braun's an underrated scorer. I think people look at Braun, they just be like, oh, he's just big and he can get to the basket anytime. Braun actually has a very, very nice, well-rounded offensive game. Is he a better scorer than KD though? I don't think so. But I think Braun, I would say Braun's probably like a top five scorer all time just when it comes to just scoring the basketball. I think even though he's gonna be number one, I would say like just overall like offensively gifted ability scoring, he's probably like top five. Leave a like on the stream though if you just joined, fellas. Or ladies, if there's any ladies in here, I'm not sure. I wouldn't say Braun has no bag. I would not say Braun has no bag. Braun definitely got a bag. Braun definitely has that whack ass 3-point shot. That's a bag. That's a bag move. No lady. Yeah, there's probably not any ladies in here. The DeJounte trade. Bro, I dropped the whole video on it. What do you mean? I dropped the whole video. Yeah, JaVale to Dallas is pretty decent, man. I like that. But my quick thoughts, like just to sum up what I said, I liked it for both teams. I like the Spurs going into a full reset. It's definitely stacking up on picks. They're probably going to be tanking this year, and I think that's good because this next draft is loaded. And for the Hawks, yeah, you gave up 3, potentially 4 first-round picks. I think picks are overrated when you're trying to be a good team. I think DeJounte and Trey will find a way to coexist, and I think they'll be better. Does that make them a championship hopeful? Probably not right now, but maybe their offseason isn't complete yet because maybe John Collins will be done. Hawks making another playoff run. I hope so, man. I'm a big Trey Young fan now. And everybody knows I'm a big DeJounte Murray guy too. You got to stop the Braun has no bag talk, man. Before I get all the LeBron fans in the chat to start dissing you. He said, I think Russ for sure getting traded. I hope Russ gets traded, bro. Because I don't like him I don't like him being the scapegoat. Bro, I'm about to tell T Dunn and company. T Dunn always pops in my head as the biggest LeBron fan, even though there's ones that are like just as big as LeBron fans as him. But he always pops into my head, so I'm gonna get T Dunn on you, bro. Yeah, I don't, bro. I don't even know where Russ could get traded where it makes sense, bro. Braun will make you this Braun. His post fade mean, spin move mean, side set three mean. Braun is tough. Braun is tough, man. You just hating at this point. I, I would take Russ if he wasn't making $47 million. I'll say that. I would take Russ if he wasn't making 47 M's. And if he could hit a wide open jump shot. He a better playmaker than Marcus Smart though, Mills. That's the only thing. Yeah, if he was making less money, I think more teams would definitely take him. Bro, the buyout, they would probably have to offer him a lot, like in that buyout, like at least 75% of his salary. I'm on record, bro. If I was a player like John Wall or Russell Westbrook, I'm only taking a buyout. I'm only taking a buyout if they offer me like 90% of my salary. Like y'all knew what y'all was signing up for. Y'all knew this contract was not great. Y'all knew that contract was not great, bro. Give me 40 million, I can do what he does. So, do you see Levine staying with the Bulls, and is the Warriors team going to keep Otto, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, and will they extend Wiggins? Oh, what's good, bro? I appreciate you joining the stream. Yes, I do see Zach staying with the Bulls. All the teams that have cap space, they're ass. The Bulls are better. And the DeJounte Murray trade makes the Spurs off the table. So, yes, I see Zach staying with the Bulls. And I don't know if Otto Porter will be back, but Looney and Poole, I would say yes. They will get their money. And I think they will extend Wiggins, man. I think Wiggins is the second most important player in this team now. I think that's a fact, bro. Bro, somebody in the world still has a Melo Hawks jersey. I think that's a NBA Twitter thing. I think somebody actually has that jersey. I'll be forgetting that even happened, bro. For some reason, I feel like he was straight from the Knicks to OKC, but Melo was another guy that was on a bad contract, or it was considered a bad contract for his standards. Where's Melo? Melo's a free agent too. Is he going to resign with the Lakers? Yeah, I think he got traded from the Knicks to the Hawks, and then they bought him out like a day later. I forgot all about that. Melo is a free agent. He was pretty good for the Lakers last year. I remember for like the first 3 months, he was shooting like 90% for three. Yeah, I don't remember that shit either, bro. Hawks weren't rebuild. Yeah, the Hawks rebuild kind of went by fast. They were 2 years. They were bad for 2 years and then right back in the playoffs. I think the Hawks have only missed the playoffs like twice in the last 15 years, which is crazy. Maybe 3 times in the last 15. You keep bringing up KD to the Bulls. I'm actually about to start a little poll because that's the big news, bro. Like, where's KD going? That shit surprised the hell out of me today, man. Like, I was so shocked. when I saw that. I thought it was a fake account. Thought it was a fake account, bro. The Bulls. The Bulls. I didn't think it was real. Yeah, bro. I did not. It was right when I went on break too, and I'm like, oh shit. Who's the team? It was the Suns, the Heat. This shit would hurry up. Suns, Heat. I'll put the Nets because it's probably a possibility he might still be on that team. And then I'll put others since Mills is so adamant that he'll be a Bulls player. Actually, hell no, I'm gonna put the Blazers because that's more intriguing. So Blazers, I'm gonna put Suns, Heat, Blazers, and then other. Since Mills think he's going to the Bulls. Chances KD goes to the Bulls to team up with Levine, DeMar, and Lonzo. Some piece to get Dwight Howard as a center monster. I would like that team. It just sounds like so 2K ish. Like doing all that just sounds so 2K ish. All right, Tyson, bet. Other. Hey Mills, are you streaming tonight? I need to know if I gotta set some time aside to watch the Ghost stream. On paper, that looks fine. Lonzo, Levine, DeMar, KD, and get any center that's like defensive minded. Dwight might be a little too old, but any center that's like defensive minded. Even though I was gonna say Drummond, but Drummond's better as a backup. JaVale McGee would have been perfect. JaVale McGee would have been perfect. That would have been a perfect guy. All right, bet. Make sure y'all sub to Mills YT, man. The best rising streamer in the gaming community. Man's damn near got 200 subs in like 2 weeks, basically. Maybe he's 3 weeks now. I'm not sure. For the Bulls would be damn teams leaving the Pac-12. That's tough. Great trade indeed. Man, it's kind of quiet, bro. I need to see some breaking news or something. Like, tell me LeBron requested a trade or Zach Levine's leaving the Bulls or something. Something to react to, bro. About to pull up the poll real quick. Damn, so nobody thinks he's going to the Suns? Nobody. I know Mills was the other vote. Got one for the Blazers. Nah, blockbuster trade. That's I don't know. That just seemed damn near impossible. I could see KD in the Bulls jersey though. That's funny. I could see him in the Bulls jersey. I could definitely see that. Where's Kyrie going though? Is he going with KD, or do y'all think that's just not possible? If Levine leaves, I'm not watching next season. Y'all still got Demar though. Y'all still got Demar. And we got 2 subs since we started stream, man. That's love. I appreciate that. Y'all still got Demar. Y'all still have Lonzo, Caruso, Pat Williams. Like y'all still got a good. Y'all still have a good team. But for the Bulls, like all seriousness, I do want to see y'all get like Rudy Gobert. Man. I think that would be a great pickup. Demar might average 35. Demar might average 35. Levine, I mean not Levine. Getting Rudy would be so good, man. I'm a big fan of that. You think there's a chance of KD coming to Boston? Of course. Of course. Of course there's a chance, bro. Now, I don't think us Celtics fans are gonna like that. We'd have to go Jalen Brown, but of course there's a chance. It's possible. I would love to see it. Giving up Jalen Brown would hurt, but if it means we're better suited to win the championship, I'm all for it. If there was a world where we didn't have to go JB though, that would be amazing. But they would if they won Devin Booker, they would definitely want Jalen Brown for sure. Appreciate you joining the chat though, bro. I don't think I've ever seen you on the channel before. For real. Bro, that's gonna get me back into gaming for real, Mills. Is NCAA football. That's getting me back into gaming. Lineup of Ball, Levine, DeMar, KD, Pat Williams, Miles Turner. In the bench, Io Caruso. That sounds so 2K-ish, bro. like in like really like how do the Bulls get KD without having to give up Lonzo, Zach, or DeMar? Or nah. Yeah, nah, he has DeMar. Yeah. That sounds so impossible. I will give up Brown in a second. If it's for KD, I'm giving up Jalen Brown too, man. And Jalen Brown's like my favorite Celtic. He's my favorite Celtic right now. I'd give him back. What's the Timberwolves seed next year? I feel like they'll be better, but they might be around the 6, 7 seed range again. But I think they'll be a better team though, if that makes sense. But probably still like around that same run, just because the West is steadily improving. Samari's funny, bro. Back, that's a good deal for Marvin Bagley. That's a little more than I thought he was gonna get. That's a good deal for him. They can't. Pat Vooch, Kobe, and Io. Motherfucker, Malcolm Hill coming off the bench as a 6 man. Hey, Lonnie Walker, that's a decent Malik Monk. I guess replacement. They damn near the same player. Malik Monk's probably better. Leave a like though if you just joined chat. Leave a like. I feel like we can get to 15. We can easily get to 15 likes. Bruh. Mills, you sound so biased, Brody. Kemba already got traded and he's about to get bought out. So you can just sign Kemba for probably the low for real. Without having to give up D-Low. Timberwolves fans hate Nas Reed. Why do you? If I'm assuming you're a Timberwolves fan because you keep asking about him, Why do y'all dislike Nas Reed so much? Because I be seeing Timberwolves fans give him hell all the time. Every Timberwolves game, they're like, bro, Nas Reed is fucking trash. He's garbage. Get him out of here. And then other moments, Nas Reed looks like a demon. Like he'll come off the bench, put like 10 and 5 in the quarter. Even though that trade would not be possible. Julius Randle in Minnesota just sounds nasty. I don't like that. I'm not the guy who hates him, but I can see why others. That's valid. That is valid. That is very valid, bro. I it's your favorite team. You're just prone to like dislike guys a little more. Like guys just tend to piss you off just a little more than the average fan would be pissed off at them. Timberwolves definitely got to be better, man. Like they just got to make some nice moves. What fan base likes their bench players? Probably the Warriors. I don't see Warriors fans complaining. My man's Marcus is putting together a God squad in the comments, bro. Lonzo, Levine, DeMar, KD, and Rudy. That team's winning 73 games, bro. That team is winning 73 games. With Ayo Caruso, Tristan Thompson. That team's winning 73 games, bro. He said, order Timberwolves. I be seeing Timberwolves. I follow a few on my timeline, and they definitely be dissing. Like Nas Reed is the main one. Um, Actually, maybe the Timberwolves ain't that bad. They be dissing Cat more than anybody. I feel like Timberwolves fans hate Cat, but love him at the same time. Warriors only went 7 deep in the finals. Did they? I felt like they was playing. They was playing Poole, Otto Porter. Iggy would get some burn. Maybe that's it. That might be it, honestly. That be it, to be honest. But Warriors fans love like JTA, even though he just left. That's really all. Yeah, you might be right, Malik. You might be right. Where's this realistic place, Jamil? Where is it? Don't say the Bulls. No, Otto Porter played a lot. Iggy was spotty. He only played like 3 games, but Otto Porter played a lot. He ended up starting in the finals, actually. And he played really good. He was actually really both sides of the floor. He was really good. That's why I don't think he's going back to the Warriors. He might get paid a little too much money. At the games, they be getting out of control. Starting chance like we're so critical. Hey, bro, I'm a Celtics fan, and I can say our fan base is exactly the same. Might be worse. KD to the Hornets with Melo. I don't. How, the Bulls might be more realistic than that, Mills. To be honest, the Bulls might be more realistic. I don't even know how that would happen because Miles Bridges is a bozo. And that was probably their biggest trade shit, like signing trade type thing. Kate, KD's not going to the Bulls. I'll say that confidently. If KD goes to the Bulls, bro, I'll drop you $50 in cash app. Yeah, I went to a game this year and the whole game you can't even hear the buzzer. Believe it or not, Target Center is the first NBA arena I ever went to, and this was like before I even really watched basketball. But that's the first place I ever went. Got Cole Tyson. Welcome back. Hey Tyson, you're a Warriors fan. Does y'all's fan base be hating on y'all's bench guys? Not you, because I know you be dissing players. Like you be dissing guys in public, bro. I know you kind of crazy. Finna go. I feel like he might end up in Phoenix for real. I feel like it's just smoke and mirrors right now. What they're saying, like, yeah, we want Book back. Yeah, you say that off rip because then you see what other teams are gonna offer you. See if somebody's gonna offer you a little more, and then they'll probably go back and be like, sure, we'll take the Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, or maybe it's a DeAndre Ayton sign track. Like, yeah, we'll take that. Go ahead. At times, yeah, but I don't be doing it like that. Man, you was calling Draymond a scrub. Nah, I'm just playing. Bro, anything the Suns can offer is way better than what the Bulls can offer. Nobody wants Vucevic. Nobody wants Vucevic. And Pat Williams I don't believe in Pat Williams enough for a Kevin Durant trade. Io's cool, but he don't swing the pot that much more. And then who else you say? Kobe White? Man, Kobe White is like so wishy-washy. Very wishy-washy. And that's my Carolina boy. If Pat's gonna be goaded, then keep him. Just keep him. I'll hold the stars accountable, but with bench guys, it's different. Yeah, I feel you. Like, I don't be dissing like Daniel Tice, but I'll keep it real. Like, man, he need to get his ass out the game. That's how I am with bench players. Now, stars, there was a lot of tweets on my Twitter about Jason Tatum, some about Jalen Brown, a lot about Marcus Smart, even though he's not a star. Am I doing fantasy football? If fantasy football, then yes. I have a buying lead that needs one. Is it on ESPN? Is it on the ESPN app? That's the only app I use. Bro, because I was kind of on JT's case the entire playoffs. Like every time he would play bad, it's just because he's better. He knows he's better. Are you talking about fantasy basketball? Yeah, I got a fantasy league, Tyson, but we're not adding anybody this year. We just added a couple people last year. We got eight. We were on 8 deep. I think 8 is the perfect amount. I don't know if we're going to expand anytime soon. Bro, fa- fantasy football is the superior fantasy sport. And I love basketball, but fantasy basketball is just like you really have to like stay up, like you have to stay on top of that. I tried it like a couple years, I just couldn't keep up. Could not keep up. Even though the Timberwolves fans diss the players, they also care about them because yeah, y'all's fans are passionate, bro. Like one thing about the Timberwolves fans, even when they were bad, the fans are still very passionate. Very passionate. I'm a big Timberwolves supporter. I'm an avid Timberwolves. Kyrie trying to force his way to LA. I would love to see it. Him and AD can compete for who can play more games. Yeah, only fantasy football was so tough, man. Fantasy football was tough last year. I think I was the two seed all year, and then my team just started going down one by one. AJ Brown couldn't stay healthy, and then he wanted to get healthy at the end of the season, start going crazy. That's whatever though. Calvin Ridley started gambling. Fucking James Robinson got hurt. Like, oh my god, everybody's getting hurt. Yeah, tight end is the worst position. That is by far the worst position in fantasy. A team of Curry, Clay Thompson. Hmm. I don't think Miles Turner is still under contract though, so I don't even think they could sign him to a vet minimum. Plus, I don't think they need a big man. Keep Looney. Looney is that guy. What are the odds KD goes to LA? If KD goes to LA, I will give if he goes to the Lakers, I'll give away a pair of my dunks to Goodwill. Yeah, fantasy hoops is just too much, man. Derrick Henry got hurt. Yeah, I almost drafted Derrick Henry, but he got taken a pick before me. I ended up having to take Travis Kelsey with my first round pick, which wasn't a bad pick, but a tight end first round just seems kind of wild. But didn't have any tight end issues all year. Been a Timberwolves fan my whole life. I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. Dedication, though. Definitely dedication. Makes you appreciate the good times a lot more. Like, y'all probably had a lot of fun this season. You should sign them, bro. I'm not famous, bro. Russ and Ben Simmons is a top 5 backcourt. Dog. Just because neither one of them can shoot the damn ball at all. Ben's scared to shoot, and Russ just can't shoot. Bro, that's quiet, bro. Like real quiet. That first 20 minutes really fooled us. Who's stopping that backcourt? Perimeter shooting. Ben Russ backcourt. Y'all can. That sounds so nasty, bro. But maybe they eat. You see AD ever going to the Bulls if he gets mad at the Lakers for their family? I think AD might end up in Chicago one day. When is that happening? I'm not sure, but maybe one day. Bro, y'all beat the Lakers' ass like 3 times last year. Those were fun games. Bro said the rim. Look, if I was in the Nets front office, if KD says he wants out, I'm trading his ass wherever the fuck I want to trade him to. First off, I'm trading him to Portland for Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp, and whoever else they need to give me to make the money match, and give me some picks too. And then trade Kyrie for I don't care wherever he wants to go. If he wants to go to the Lakers, I don't know. We'll trade Kyrie's ass somewhere too. Maybe we trade him to Miami. I don't know. And then you build with Ben Simmons, Anthony Simons. Maybe you get Tyler Hero back. That's a decent little core. You got Joe Harris space the floor, Seth Curry still on the team, Nicholas Claxton still there. That's a decent little team for real. Just out of town, to be honest. If AD goes to the Bulls, I'm becoming a Boston fan. You don't mess with AD, bro? KD, nah. The Kings got Malik Monk, bro. They'll be fine. Malik Monk's gonna be the savior. Malik Monk is the savior, bro. It's hard to gauge what D'Angelo Russell's value is though, because of just the way the season ended. He's making a lot of money. He's making like 30 something million dollars too. So if I was the Timberwolves and I really wanted to move off him, I would want somebody maybe a little lesser, like just a very solid point guard. I think that's really all the Timberwolves need. They don't need another star. I think Anthony Edwards is going to take another step forward. Cat's an All NBA player. I just think they need another just like steady point guard. Like Tyus Jones would have been great. Or Ricky Rubio type of y'all had both of those guys, but somebody in that mode. I don't think they need like another superstar or even all-star kind of guy. I just think they need a stable point guard in there. Front office, I'm doing the Bulls trade to get Vooch, Pat Will, Io. Bro, no, because Vucevic is old as fuck. I don't want him. I don't want him. Like, nah, I'm cool. Bro, I've not played a 2K game on the phone and so on and so on.